Been a part of this a lot. Just what's that moment like when you hear your name called and see it on the screen?
I mean, it's always a blessing. You never take it for granted. We were really excited up there, being around the guys. A lot of the staff, a lot of the families here was really a blessing. We're really grateful. We're taking a lot of focus into these games, and then we'll be excited to get out to Milwaukee.
Do you look at bracketology stuff at all leading into today?
Sometimes you guys see it. You see it on Instagram or Twitter. We peep at it. The majority of the time it's right, and then sometimes it's just all over the place, but we don't really pay that much attention to it.
Usually you find out who you're playing, but you guys don't know yet. What's that like?
It's got you on the edge of your seat for sure. Those are both really good teams and two really good conferences. But we'll watch film on both of them, and we'll be prepared.
Milwaukee, though, is good for Illinois fans. Good for you in that sense?
A little close little drive for everybody to come support us. We were really excited about that. We got to stay kind of close to home. I think the fan base would be really good for us out there.
You don't know who you're playing, but isn't a lot of this about how you play anyway, regardless?
For sure. You're right. It's the right mentality going into this. Coming out of the Big Ten loss, I think with the film we get to watch and then these preps that we get to have for practices these next couple of days, I think it'll be really exciting.
What have these last 2 days been like for you guys?
We're good. Just move on. That's the right mentality for us. Right now it's just one game at a time. That's the biggest focus. I can't worry about this last loss, and that's pretty much it.
You have so many guys who haven't played in the tournament. What's kind of your message to them about the pressure? And is it different?
Just treat it as a normal game. We just understand the consequences of if you would come out and not have the right mentality. We can't have like a Duke game. We can't have like how we did against Maryland. Our mentality has to be on point. Our sharpness and our communication has to be at elite level. So I think we'll be good though.
What does it take to get that on a consistent basis? Like, what's key to
not wanting to lose? Honestly, it's just the biggest thing right now. Everybody just make sure we're getting the right rest, the right preparation. I think us watching film and making sure we're dialed into scouting report would be huge too.
What was your feeling the first NCAA tournament game you played?
I was nervous as hell. I seriously, butterflies, 17 out there. I think I held my own my first game, but after that I realized, it's just another game for us, especially being with vets at that time too helped me a lot. Now I get to be a vet for these guys.
What's it like maybe switching roles?
Say one more time.
What's it like switching roles?
It's
like
so
that?
weird. It's so weird being a vet for this team, but I've taken that. That's no problem for me, and Coach Arnold would trust me to do it. So,
For your guys who didn't grow up watching March Madness or watching college basketball at all, do you get the sense they understand the magnitude of?
It's weird. Sometimes Europeans don't really understand the importance of these games, but for sure we won't have a problem with that. Me and T-Dub will make sure they know what's going on.
Kylan, are there similarities to flip that switch like you did after the game? And you kind of said it in the locker room, you got to ask it.
Yeah.
You can't really totally flush it, but
These next 3 days, I think, would be huge. After the Duke game, we came here, we forgot about the game, just try to move on. So right now, it's just one game at a time.
I think you said something along the lines in Indianapolis that they'll feel you in terms of knowing the intensity of this. How have you kind of had to or displayed that in the last couple of days?
You just got to be a little more aggressive or more intense. Defensively, when we're out here, just picking up that pace. Communication at an all-time high. I feel like me and T-Dub this week have done a great job, and after the game, we talked as a group, and we just know what we need to fix.
What is it like been playing for your hometown team now, getting to go to the tournament with Illinois? I mean, what is that feeling for you emotionally?
It's a lot. I've said this a lot. It's really surreal for me. Being a kid growing up here and watching these games and now playing for the same town I grew up in. It's really exciting. I love it here. I'm glad I came here. But it would be a really surreal moment to step into that court with the Illinois jersey.
You said you had butterflies in that first game. How do you handle that? Because these guys are going to go through that. How do
You just lean on your preparation. I feel like a lot of that happens when you play these big games, that you feel nervous or something like that. But you know how much work you put into the gym, and the game always repay you.